The non-negotiable foundation. Start at home. Look, I'm going to tell you something foundational, something critical. Before you chase that big money, before you chase that title, you have to look down, right here, at the ground beneath your feet. The universal, sun, it stems from the specific. Your massive, grand ambitions, they all find their power in the small, consistent acts of love, commitment, and protection you show to your family, to your partner, to your home. If that core unit is wobbly, everything you try to build on top of it, I promise you, will fall. You need to be the source of strength. You need to be consistent. You need to honor that partnership and provide the protected space where everyone in that house can win. It's not about some Hollywood gesture. It's about the daily, quiet discipline of showing up, providing, and maintaining that foundation. Your consistency there? That's what gives you genuine power out here. You want to know the truth? Show me a successful individual, and I'll show you someone who had a great foundation. So, what are you standing on right now? Choose Bedrock. Choose it today. Please show us your support. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. It truly helps this channel grow. Redemption, the power in your brokenness. I've been there. We've all got a past. Maybe you came from a broken home. Maybe there was no father figure. Maybe you got wounds, real wounds. Listen to me. Those experiences, that pain, that history, that is not a defect in your design. That is the raw, complex material of your redemption. You feel that tension, that distance between the man you are and the man you should be. That is the engine, my brother. That is what drives growth. I played those characters, the broken ones, the struggling ones, because I had to work through my own struggle. I know the struggle. The broken places are where the light gets in, and more importantly, they are where your unique wisdom is formed. Don't hide from your struggle. Use it. Every single day you choose to be better, to mentor, to provide, you are actively redeeming your history. You are writing a hero story for every person who came up the way you did. The challenge is not to erase your past, but to transform its meaning by what you do right now. That is the fight, and you got to get up for it. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. The prophecy, finding your pulpit of purpose. There was a time I was flunking out of college. My life was going nowhere, and a woman, a prophet, looked at me and said I would travel the world and preach to millions. She didn't say actor. She said pulpit. Now, what is your pulpit? I'm talking about your platform, your unique vehicle for impact. Your job, your art, your business. That's just the tool. That's just the mechanism you use to serve a higher purpose. Stop chasing fame just for the sake of being known. Stop chasing wealth just to count the money. That is a dead end. You have a unique message. You have a unique talent. You have a story only you can deliver. When you align what you do with why you were put here, that sense of purpose, you stop chasing success. You attract it because you are finally operating in your own lane, in your own destiny. You need to find your fire again, and you have to remember where you came from. I say to you today that all you have is your fire and the things that you've done to make it through. Action over intent, doing good the right way. My mother, she kept me grounded. She said something I'll never forget, and you need to hear it. You must do good the right way. It's easy to write a check. It's easy to make a grand statement. But that's a transaction. True, transformative impact that is built on integrity. You cannot buy your way into genuine respect. You can't negotiate your way out of real, disciplined service. You have to examine the how of your success. Are you taking shortcuts? Are you choosing the easy path when the right path is harder? The moment you compromise your standard, you sacrifice the moral authority you need for true leadership. True achievement is built with uncompromising standards, one brick at a time. The path of least resistance is often the path of compromise. Choose the righteous path. That is the one that gives you sustained excellence and internal peace. Because remember, the smooth road, the easy road, is a deception. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Embrace the tension, living in the struggle. You think I float around up on some mountain? No, I'm down here in the mud with you. The tension you feel, that gap between the ideal man and the messy reality, that is normal. I was playing heroes on screen, but I was struggling for my own soul. I told them, the dark character in Training Day, he was easier to play. Why? Because there was more of that struggle in me. You need to know this so you stop expecting perfection. Transformation is a daily process, a fight. Don't let the tension paralyze you. Let it motivate you to take the next right step. Your struggle is where your resilience is forged. Your struggle makes your eventual victory mean something. Your job is simple. Show up for the fight every single day and commit to the ideal, even when you fall short. That daily, quiet fight is the most heroic thing you will ever do. That ongoing fight requires two things above all else. Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. The gift of manhood: lead, guide, cherish. Let's talk about what a man is. Stop listening to the noise, the caricatures, the outdated formulas. The true gifts of manhood are strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, and patience. These are not things you abuse. They are sacred. They are gifts to be cherished and responsibly applied. True strength is not domination, it's protection. True leadership is not shouting, it's patient guidance. You have to use your power to elevate those around you. You use your authority to establish order and security. You use your patience to nurture growth in your family, in your business, in your community. You must strategically apply these gifts not for your ego, but as a genuine contribution to the world. That is the powerful, modern definition of a better man. Your purpose should not be your own comfort. Don't aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference. Deep work, the discipline of listening. You want to achieve mastery? It is not defined by how much you talk. It is defined by how profoundly you listen. I pray to be a better listener every single morning, and by the afternoon, I realize I've failed. Why? Because we're human, but you have to fight that instinct. You have to develop the discipline to be slow to speak. If you rush to talk, you miss the nuanced signal. You miss the valuable information. You need to gather critical, high-value data from your environment, from your partner, from your client, from your gut. Being a better listener is your most effective form of deep work. It means giving focused, uninterrupted attention. Catch yourself. Slow down. Create space for wisdom to enter. Your humility in this area is a direct measure of your potential for success. Because the truth is, the most powerful people are often the most humble. We are all a work in progress, like anyone else. The fear formula: contaminated faith. Let's deal with the killer of all dreams: fear. I gave you the diagnosis. Fear is nothing but contaminated faith. Think about that. Fear is not the absence of belief. It is the misapplication of belief. You are taking your capacity to believe and investing it in the negative outcome. You are believing more deeply in the disaster than in your own capability to overcome it. That is a choice. It is a strategically bankrupt choice. You need to audit your mind. Where are you contaminated? Where are you choosing to believe in the worst-case scenario? The answer is simple. Stop feeding the contamination. Take all that power, all that faith, and redirect it immediately toward the positive. Stop looking at challenges as problems and start looking at them as opportunities. That single perspective shift is the detoxifying agent for your fear. You have to fight for your mission with pure, uncontaminated faith. Fear is nothing but contaminated faith. The comparison trap. Reject the selfie culture. You are drowning in the noise. You are saturated with the poison of comparative success. Society is ramming comparative success down our throat. The relentless pressure of this selfie culture where everyone is willing to do anything to look influential. This is a trap. It's an internal mechanism that breeds envy and paralyzes your own movement. You are looking at someone else's highlight reel, their chapter 20, and you are judging your own chapter 1 reality. Stop it. Your lane is not their lane. Your gift is not their gift. The moment you start focusing on your own reservoir, your heart, your gifts, your commitment, that external noise fades. Stop seeking to be followed. Focus on doing something genuinely helpful. True joy is found in giving, because of the genuine satisfaction you get from seeing others do well. Redirect that energy today. And when you look at the successful, remember what they went through. You pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too. Discipline and consistency, the only way to finish. I'm giving you the formula for achievement. So listen, dreams without goals are just dreams and ultimately fuel disappointment. That is the cold, hard truth. A vision without a blueprint is fantasy. Your powerful dream is only the fuel. The engine is your discipline, and the oil is your consistency. You might have the deepest desire to change, but without consistency, you will never finish. Commitment gets you to the starting line. Consistency, that's what gets you to the finish line every time. You have to commit daily. It's not about some massive, heroic act. It's about doing your curls and squats daily, even when you don't feel like it. Stop chasing inspiration and start enshrining habit. The consistent, mundane practice of showing up is the silent force that separates the dreamers from the builders. What simple, non-negotiable action will you commit to doing every single day this week? That single action is the key to unlocking your finish line. This is the truth that separates ambition from results. Dreams without goals are just dreams and ultimately fuel disappointment. Refill your bucket, the ultimate call to guidance. You are walking out of the house every day with a bucket of self-esteem, and the world is waiting with ladles to scoop it out. The pressures of life will magnify your problems and your opportunities. The only way to survive, to thrive, and to make a true, lasting impact is to refill your bucket every night and every morning. It has required maintenance. This is the final word I'm going to give you. Stay on your knees. Watch me, but listen to God. I am telling you, directly, my success is not the blueprint. The higher guidance is, I am human. I am just like you. The wealth, the fame, the position, none of it makes me any better, and none of it will keep me here for one more day. Your true, lasting value comes from serving, sharing what you know, inspiring who you can, and seeking advice from the one who can actually do something about it. Take this moment, right now. Stop listening to the contaminated noise. Seek the pure guidance required to fulfill your purpose. The time to change is now. This is your final instruction. Stay on your knees. Watch me, but listen to God. If you found value in this message and are serious about your growth, then join the community right now. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next step on your journey. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.